So we're continuing the laws of Shabbos. Siman Ein Dalad Reish 274, Halacha Hey 5. Even if a person ate a large variety of delicacies and many different types of cooked foods, he ate different kinds of food, he ate a lot of food, even if they are of the 5 species of grain, Mezonos, he ate cakes, he does not fulfill the obligation of the 3 meals of which a person is obligated to partake on Shabbos, unless he partakes of bread over which the blessing of a moitzi and grace are recited. In order to be yotze for the 3 meals, you have to eat bread. The rationale is that with regards to partaking of manna, from which the obligation for 3 meals was derived, where did we get it? It says, from the man. Moshe said to them, it is the bread that God gave. Hu alechem asher nosa. It is the bread that God gave. Moreover, the fundamental mainstay of meal is bread. What is the seuda? What constitutes seuda? If there is bread in the meal. For it provides men with life. We see the importance of bread. We see in number 14, it says, C 188 10 explains the rationale for this ruling as follows. With regards to Shabbos, it is written in Yeshayahu, you shall proclaim the Shabbos, Shabbos oineg. You should proclaim the Shabbos delight. There is no delight or rejoicing without partaking of bread. Which, see also section 249, which states the bread is considered the fundamental element of the Shabbos meal, since without partaking of it, one does not fulfill the obligation of eating 3 meals during Shabbos. And the last part, it says, in Devorim 8.3, we have moved the position of this parenthetic statement based on the recommendation of Moire Mekomes V'Tzionim. So we see the importance of eating bread on Shabbos in the 3 meals. You should wash, you should eat a piece of bread, and then all the other things that you eat will be will be considered a meal. But if you don't eat bread, you didn't eat the seuda of Shabbos.
In my shul in New Jersey, on Shalosh Sudas.
Right, Chabad in Shalosh Sudas are a little bit more makel and they eat mezonos or other things.
But Rabbi,
it says that Shalosh Sudas, it's called Raiva de Raivin. It's a very special time. It's like the peak of Shabbos. The time of Shalosh Sudas. So Chabad, you want to spend the time on saying a mimer and not digging your head in the plate. But to eat something, it's a mitzvah. It's definitely a mitzvah. If you can wash and eat a little bit of bread and learn it, even better.
We have these shalas when you said that eating mazonis is not enough. We have these shalas all the time. Where the person goes to the pizza shop and he eats 3 slices of pizza, which is mazonis. He's really making a whole suda out of it. In other words, that he really should wash. In other words,
yeah, but over here it makes a distinction between the obligation to say a moitzi and what constitutes a meal.
Right.
So even though the one who ate 2 slices of pizza is now obligated to say grace after meal, he has to say birkas hamazon. But if he does it on Shabbos, it's not considered like he still has to do a birkas hamazon, but it's not considered a meal. Did he have a Shabbos meal? No, he didn't have a Shabbos meal. Eating pizza is not a Shabbos meal.
right.
That's what the Alter Rebbe says.
Rabbi, but they took this halakha to eat 3 meals, 3 breads from the man, and the man gave only 2 pieces on Friday.
No,
they eat 3.
No, they gave. For each meal, they had 2. They had double portion. On Shabbos, they had double portion for every meal of Shabbat. They had double portion. For the night, for the day. What's interesting is that we know that the Alter Rebbe Shulchan Aruch was written for the world, for the Olam. And in the Siddur, many times in the Siddur, he puts different instructions for specifically for Hasidim, for Chabad. So in the Siddur he writes, which that's something that it was, and we know that Seudah Shlishis was also by the Rebbe, was not with bread, as far as I know, was not, they didn't wash. But over here in the Siddur it says, Yezoir me'od lekayim Seudah Shlishis. A person should be very careful to do the mitzvah of Seudah Shlishis. It doesn't say Yezoir to play basketball. It says Yezoir lekayim Seudah Shlishis. It's Raiva Deraiva, it's a special time. Ve'af him usaveya. And even if he is satiated, meaning he is full, even if you're full and you ate already, you can't see food. Eat the size of an egg and do the mitzvah. Some say that even a kazayis you can do the mitzvah. So wash, eat something. He said you should be careful, you should be strict like the svar rishon, meaning eat an egg's volume.
Does the Alter Rebbe say anything?
And if he's unable and he doesn't have to torture himself, obviously, because it's supposed to be oineg Shabbos. It says a smart man should see ahead and leave a little bit of room for Seudah Shlishis, not to stuff yourself so much that you can't eat Seudah Shlishis.
Reminds me of the last matzah on Pesach, or the last.
So it's interesting over here. Also, the Siddur tells you to be careful with Seudah Shlishis.
Does the Alter Rebbe say anything about Seudas Revit Malava Malka?
Yeah, we'll get to it. We're getting there. Yeah.